Hey all, welcome to Top 5. Today's subject, Top 5 League of Legends Champions. Classic game. At one point was the world's number one video game. Now it's probably Fortnite.
It's trash.
Trash.
Trash night, yeah.
It's a good game. I started in Season 1 and basically stopped playing about, a season or two ago? So I'm going to be pretty dated on my champs, but you guys are still active players, right?
A little bit. Well, yeah, I guess so.
Every
off day. Cigar plays more than me.
I know Daniel plays all the time because I hear him getting angry at the game often.
Same.
Yeah, so try to get that plat still. Yeah.
won't hit. Won't get it.
Busted game. And then Jonathan played a little bit of it, but not too much.
When they all started, I got into it for just a hot minute, but that was it. Tested
real
it,
hot
realized
minute.
yeah.
All right, so he's going to be our judge.
I'm bad at games.
It's all right. All right, so we're going off of not necessarily who's the strongest, but who's our favorite, and and whatever reason you have behind it being your favorite. So, well, let's go ahead and start off. John, fire away. What do you want us to do?
All right, let's start with Taguro. Daniel. What five are you bringing to the table?
Urgot, Morgana, Scion, Maokai, and Swain.
Ooh. All right, that's a heavy five. All right. Act like I know these characters.
I was going to say, wait, John. John's probably just like, all right, names.
Interesting names. Maokai, I wonder where he came from.
Names.
I'm making up pictures in my head because I don't remember any of them. All right, Joe, let's hear. What are your five?
Amumu. Amumu, Lulu, Fizz, Ari, and Vigar.
Trying to narrow down your five right now. I know you've like mained, quote unquote, mained a lot of tunes in your day. All right.
Yeah, I think I'm good with those.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to Taff. What are yours?
My five, gonna be Jinzhao, Gangplank, Nasus, Teemo, and Garen.
Nice.
Oh, but Teemo's on your list.
It is. I love Teemo.
Oh.
I remember a while where Teemo was OP, right?
Teemo's always OP if you know how to play him. Yeah.
Right, let's go back to Daniel then and start with what's your number one? Who are you gonna battle for first place with?
My number one, it's gonna be Urgot. Urgot. So Urgot's my main champ. I play all the time. Season 1 through 4, he was a little bit different. His spells were a lot simpler. No, they're about the same. But they ended up doing a rework this patch. And I feel like he's broken. So he has like a missile that he'll do. And then...
So wait, your favorite guy's broken? Go on.
No, he's broken as in like he's really strong.
Yeah, if you know how to play him.
Yeah.
Broken in video games usually means that they're too strong.
Okay.
Yeah, so he has like...
That means something totally different than the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Anyways,
My toilet's broken.
he has a bunch of skins, and one of them's a crab, and he's on like a mechanical like spider, like almost like a spider kind of thing, like
Will Smith's
yes,
Wild Wild
correct,
West.
yes.
Gotcha.
So he has that, and then he has like abilities on each, like every time you auto, it does like fast damage. Anyways, his ult, if they're if they're less than 20% health, you could just bring them in, and it'll just grind them up in your body.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's amazing.
That's cool.
There's one point, like, if they're teleporting, I would be calling back home, and you hit that ult on them. If it's still in less health, right when they get there, it'll just drag them all the way back.
That's cool. So, all right, that's time.
That's
Get
good.
you. I gotta start sticking on time.
We're sticking to these timers. I know.
You'll have more time later.
Wait till I'm talking about my top one.
Let's go on to Taff. What's your number one? What are you bringing in to compete first?
Well, there's this little nation called Demacia, and they've got a head general over there, and it is a Garen. He is the best. First off, lore, amazing. He is the head general of Demacia, the best, if there's faction in League of Legends. The dude's just always been great. Back in the day when he used to be able to stack fire capes on sunfire capes on him, amazing. Today, amazing. He silences, spins to win, defense out, and then you gotta love the ultimate where you just bring down the hammer, it's actually a sword, and kill off anybody, and it's amazing. He's just so freaking cool. I have all of his skins, and
Lies. The new one just came out.
When?
Like what? 2 weeks ago?
Oh, something like that. There's a new one.
3.
I have.
One of the skins.
After today, I will have all of his skins.
It's like to see Jedi Mercenary back.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, he's amazing. He's classic. He's always my go-to when I'm like in a funk, because we all kind of go through these where you're like, man, I'm having a dry spell. I'm not winning anything. Let me go back to my boy Garen, get some good games in, and then go back at it. He's my default badass.
Which is good right now is if you do come back and play, he's
broken.
The tanks are just stupid. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's time. Let's go on to Joe.
All right, we're going easy number 1. Easy pick.
Yeah, we just said one. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go with Fizz. Fizz. He's this blue little.
Is that short for something? Or his
He's
whole
a
name's
yordle.
just
Fizz. Fizz, aka the title trickster.
Okay.
If we want to get a little.
He's a yordle.
Yeah,
he's
I
a
guess so.
yordle.
Anyways,
Describe him. What's this Fizz guy?
he's this blue, like amphibian basically, and he's got like these. He's got like things on his. That's kind of like his hair, but they're like they kind of look dready.
Oh, they like the guys from World of Warcraft to do that.
Murlocs?
Those, yeah. Like those guys?
No, but
Okay.
I see where you're going.
It's okay. In my mind now, he is.
So he's this blue guy, title trickster. He's got a move called Urchin Strike. So it's kind of like a little dash. I can like go jump to you almost, right? So it brings me to him, and that does some damage. Then Sea Stone Trident, just empowered auto attacks. Is that Fizz?
That's pretty cool.
Sweet.
Pictures play good on
Then I got what everybody hates playing against him, which is his oh my god, title? No, not title trickster. I think that's what it's called.
2,
Oh.
1.
I'll tell you more later.
Time's up.
You love him so much that you were like putting in way too much filler.
I know.
I like it.
He's so
I
great.
like it. All right. You guys got some interesting characters, I guess. So how we do this? 5 minutes for you guys to debate?
Yeah.
All right. As if I've never done
You
this.
just were
Boom.
just in the last
All right.
5
Fizz.
minutes. You guys debate it. Put all 3
I
characters
got
in the
this
same
move where literally like I go upside down, right? Do a handstand, do like a flip, and then when I land, I do a bunch of damage, right? Just like splash damage, AOE damage. It hurts. Everybody hates it because when I'm in it, so like when I'm midair, you can't touch me.
untargetable. That's annoying as hell.
Untargetable.
Nice. That's
People call me Cancer, right? But a lot of people call me DFG, right? You know what DFG stands for? You know what DFG stands for? The Fizz God. That's what they call me. So now
I
the
have
best
not
part,
heard that before. So
because you don't play him. The best part about Fizz is he's based on an actual fish that I've looked into buying before in the past. They're called axolotls. Try spelling it.
Axolotls.
It's actually easy, like AXOLT.
We got 5 minutes. Keep going.
Anyways, and their nicknames are the Mexican walking fish. And when you look, right? That's why it all makes sense. That's why he plays.
That's funny.
Yeah, and my ult is Chump the Waters. I throw this, depending on how far it goes. If it's like max range, it's like a bigger circle, but it's like a fat shark.
Nice.
Comes out of the water and
yeah,
just
it
like
does like
eats
the
you.
Jaws thing.
Pretty cool. And depending on the skin you have, it changes. So there's one that could be like a void, weird.
One's a
looking
whale.
thing. One's like a earth,
Yeah.
which is the best skin.
Best skin.
Just a bunch of other stuff.
Alright.
So I can
Jeff,
think of
how
right
does
now.
Garen beat Fizz?
Silence and spin to win. It's a simple math.
That's all. We can't do it one-on-one
Oh.
because that's
totally
totally different. Yeah,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
different. That's a different ball game.
Because Garen's actually a really strong champ, but I played against a bunch of Garens and I beat them. They beat
These
me.
are like
It
two
just
fighters.
depends.
I'm like an assassin, so I kill like squishies
Yeah,
with assassins.
So Garen's kind of less thought about because everybody's just a spin to win. It's a spin, but it's a silence that I think what makes him really strong because you can silence, and then if you're going against a mage, especially, you have I think it's like 3 seconds, whatever, to do as much damage as you can, and then exit before the fight turns on you. And in that time, you could do it. You're spinning to win. You literally doing a constant ticking damage to them, and then you're exiting. We have a damage reduction buff you put on yourself. Armor measures this, and you walk out of there just fine. And if you get them close enough, you drop the.
It
buff
actually
on them.
doesn't affect too much Urgot because all you do is just hit W and you auto attack somebody. So if Garen actually silenced me, it would still attack him and still auto him.
So you're assuming you see me before I silence you.
It doesn't matter. I mean, like,
It's doable while you're silenced?
Oh, once it's no.
I think
but
it's just his autos.
all you have to do is because there's no way you could like pop into like I don't know. Yeah.
Fizz is the big character. You know,
This is gonna be.
he looks the best out of all the characters. He's the coolest. He's
Yeah.
based on a real animal.
I would say, hold on real quick.
Oh,
I would say Urgot looks cooler than Fizz any day of the week.
Urgot's lore is a lot cooler though.
What is Urgot? I know Garen's like
Urgot,
a
he was
human
a
knight.
Noxus. He was like the right hand man to the Noxus like general,
To Swain.
and he used to like the capital.
What's the Noxus?
That's
It's a faction.
Yeah, it's a faction. Like
Demacia is
before
the
Alliance.
other big one.
Yeah. So we're always against Demacia, and Urgot was the butcher. The lore back then was he was a butcher, and he'd just murder a bunch of Demacian people and just kill them.
That's not
Yeah.
As if that wasn't clear enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, he used to be really good back then, but nobody ever played him. That's why he got reworked. And right now, he's really strong. Like a lot of people are playing him right now. Garen's strong. Fizz is really broken right now too.
No, he's not. He got nerfed.
He got nerfed.
No, he's still being played. It's just Joe hates.
You just got to be good
No,
at him.
no, he got nerfed.
I understand.
He got
Joe.
nerfed.
It's okay.
I know my champion. My champion got nerfed.
0.1 every level of AP.
He just got nerfed.
Yeah,
The
by
W
0.1.
damage and then the ult changes.
By
got
0.1
you-
AP, fool.
When you with the revert that he just went from with the 2-second dot to now is garbage. It's garbage. I don't do
My
percentage
counter
health
to
anymore.
all that is Garen is coolest. Mathematic, don't care. He is awesome. For
Garen's
Demacia,
boring. He's really boring.
he is the most, he's the most like fantasy character. Like if you were to picture like that white knight, it would be Garen. If you were to, maybe the second one would be not Jarvan. My God. What's his boss? What's the prince?
For
Prince German.
Is it Jarvan?
J4.
Yeah.
J4.
J4, thank you, J4. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his faction is really cool because they're all kind of like that. They're really, fantasy based. And he's just like the antithesis of that. He's amazing.
Fizz, I got a bunch of mobility. I can dash to things. I can go through walls.
All you have to do is
I
wait.
Can eat
All
over.
you do is wait for him to eat over something, and then boom, hit your ult.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
Why would I eat before my ult? There goes all my damage.
No, like if you're trying to get away or trying to dodge a move, all you gotta do is just bait it out, and then once you bait it out, it's over.
Some of the skill shots, yeah. Chains, like your weak Morgana chains isn't breaking. I gotta get out of your zone.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll mess you up with Urgot.
Because I don't beat Urgot.
Yeah, you don't. Get out of here.
So I like the
Try.
picture that Joe painted with his Tails of Fizz and his handstand flip and stuff like that. Sounds really cool. And the shark attack, chum in the waters thing. That's cool. But I'm going to go ahead and give this one to Garen from the legendary Tails I've heard over years.
Right.
Oh, so bias.
Garen.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and
I'm
throw
hearing
those into the board.
Demacia every day,
Yeah.
every time you wake up.
Yeah.
Demacia. I just woke up.
As I'm getting ready for work, through the walls.
All right.
All right. So we're going to go on to number 2. We'll start with the victor of the first round, Taff. What do you got for number 2?
I'm bringing in the biggest troll in the game, guys. Timo. He's my boy.
Timo.
I love Timo. He's actually who I play the most now.
He's like a little guy in a spacesuit, right?
That is one of his skins, and
Oh.
is the skin I use the most.
Oh, okay. That's what
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. So he plants his little mushrooms that are really cool. You plant them everywhere, and then he's got he has the ability to blind with his little darts, and they do this dot damage. So you're able to play different versions of Timo. That's really cool. You can play the AD version where you're all about doing your auto attacks. You can play the AP version where you're all about your mushrooms and your dot that you put on somebody. Dot means damage over time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess there's people out there playing the tank Timo. I mean, I'm just saying he's a really cool character. I would have to say he probably has the best skins in the game. Personally, I think he does. Astronaut Timo is great. There's Superhero Timo. There's all kinds of different really cool skins. Really fun champ to play. Really trolly in the fact that like you blind somebody, do a ton of damage, all these dots, and you walk away. They hit one of your mushrooms when they're trying to chase you because they're like random. They're invisible
They're like
mushrooms.
mines?
Yeah, and they're like invisible, but they're like landmines.
Yeah.
And so they hit one of those, and it's just one of those things where like you just rage like, "Dang you, Timo!"
Nice. I like it. And that's time. All right. Let's go on to Daniel. What do you got for number 2?
Number 2, Scion.
Sign.
So he used to be pretty much a general of Noxus, but Swain ended up taking over and actually tricking him. Anyways, he was known for choking out the life out of a Demacian king with his bare hands. He's a badass.
That's powerful.
Very powerful. He ended up dying, and then they brought him back to life because they needed him to fight the Demacian. Anyways, his ult, he got reworked too. His ult is just like a charge that he runs down the lane, and there's like a transformer skin. So all of a sudden, like you'll just hit your ult, and then you'll turn into a car, and then just run into somebody and blow
Such
up.
a good one.
It's pretty amazing. And then a Q that knocks out people, and then you get slow. So usually he's more of a peel. So if you have an AD carry, you can protect your AD carry from doing, like, getting attacked and stuff. That's why I used to actually main him for a while, but then it was all about damage, not about tanks. Now it's over.
So AD carry is the person who's doing the majority of the attacking, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a ranged fighter that.
Yeah.
I don't need details.
Just imagine somebody
just
with a gun, with a rifle in the back.
Yeah, and you're just protecting her.
Yeah, I got you. You got taking all the damage, that guy doing all the killing, and healer
Yeah.
somewhere probably healing them all up.
Yeah.
All right, Joe Bear, go for it, man.
All right, John. It's okay. We all make mistakes. You've made a couple today. That's fine. I can get over it.
Uh-huh.
Going with Fizz still.
Okay.
Needs to be picked.
Tiana rule activated.
Yeah.
If he's not number one, you gotta put him number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.
All right, that puts pressure on you, Jonathan. You gonna let Fizz go to the wayside?
Tell me more about Fizz. Make me fall
Fizz,
in love with him.
title trickster. I just told you everything you need to know. Based off of real pet, axolotls, Mexican walking fish.
Mm-hmm.
You see exactly why he looks like it. You're kind of like, this is just a little scary. I really thought about buying one. Didn't want it because I was like, okay, it's kind of.
You're gonna be a bad
It's
owner.
kind of weird. I'd probably be a bad owner.
Yeah, you
You're
would.
playing Fizz more than take care of
Yeah,
your
it looks exactly like him. I can, like Taguro said, I can dodge a bunch of abilities. I could have dodged Garen's Q. I can dodge your ult. Well, is it your ult a skill shot?
It's a skill shot.
Okay, then I can dodge that.
But like I said, bait it out.
That's what I say. Yeah, I can dodge it. I have a bunch of mobility, so I can jump over walls. I can, get a little further just by pressing a button. I got 2 that I can use.
What's your favorite skin and why?
Fisherman Fizz is my favorite skin because he's a
That's
little,
a good
he's a
one.
little
Yeah.
fisherman. He's got a little fisherman hat, little jacket.
It's a yellow fish.
Yeah. And then, so my ult in that one is that's the Earth skin.
Yeah.
So Earth is a manatee in the League of Legends community. He was basically a troll champion that they said was going to be picked. So he's kind of like an ongoing joke.
Yeah.
I guess. So he's in skins and stuff and whatnot. So,
Oh, that's time.
This is a
so
side
that's
thing.
the shark. That's the shark.
That's the shark. So
like it.
It's a manatee.
Earth is this character from April Fools. League of Legends is one of the best
Oh,
April Fools.
yeah.
I loves him. So they announced this character Earth, which was going to be this manatee that looks whatever dumb, and then all of a sudden he didn't come out, and then the joke is that Warwick killed him, and so Warwick is this werewolf that actually has a manatee like skin over him, like he skinned Earth and is wearing him.
Yeah.
And he's now like every April Fool's somebody has an Earth skin. There's actually an Earth event where like you have just infinite ability and infinite power and infinite times, And so he's now become like a mascot of like this. There's like
There's a grave. in
there's
the old
actually
map.
a grave to Earth and stuff like that. It's just this like thing that they do. It's a lot of fun. And it's like the one time I come back for League of Legends now is for Earth.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
There's even a Fizz skin where he's a rabbit, and so when my ult is it's a big old ugly looking rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and I'm like literally in a rabbit like onesie. It's pretty cute.
I do like the Teemo skins though.
Space
Teemo's got good
Teemo. I
ones.
mean,
The only
Yeah,
people
he's
like
got
Teemo. The only people like
Superman.
Teemo is because people think he's cute.
he is cute and deadly. I mean, think about it. You're running through the forest and you're like, oh, guys, I just escaped the other team. And then, boom, mushroom hits you. And then you're slowly dying. And you're just like, Teemo! That's
You
what
see,
you're yelling.
Fizz can kill you fast. All right, I don't need to mess with my prey. Just kill you one shot. Pow, pow, right in the kiss.
I like it.
Actually, you
What's
can't
more
'cause you
important?
got nerfed,
the quick
right?
kill or the
Basically.
slow kill? Yeah, there you go. Flip
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna start the 5-minute timer. You guys keep debating.
Yeah.
What about Scion? I don't know much about Scion still.
Scion?
Scion. That's
Scion.
Same thing.
I said he's pretty much all peel. Like he's a tank, and he'll make sure that the whole enemy team cannot get to your entire team. Like
That's what peeling is.
yeah, that's peeling. Like if there's 5 people grouped up, I could run into them, knock them all up, which is like what, a second, 2 seconds of them being a knock.
Distracted. Or
And
whatever.
then after that, you have a Q, which also knocks them up again, so they can't get out. And you also have a bomb, like you blow up, do a little bit of damage, and it's a shield to absorb damage from them. And you have a slow, so if somebody's trying to get into your AD carry and gets away, boom, hit them with a slow that you could actually shoot a minion into to them, and it makes it like a longer skill shot. So. Like, Scion has a big kit, and if he's used correctly, like, you can win games, but the meta before when I was playing him was all about damage. It wasn't about tanks at all. So can't do anything about that.
Yeah, there's a couple terms there too, like just in case you know. So Q is the first button you push, so it's usually like your most repeatable button, you know. And then peel is when you're protecting the guy who's doing all your damage. That's where silence is like amazing. Urgot is good at that too. What else? So I just want to make sure if there's any questions you have about certain terms, let us know so we can let you know because I know you're not. If you have a question about it, someone who doesn't play League of Legends that's listening right now also has that question.
I let them all go over my head. So audience, if you don't understand, let it go over your head. It's easier that way. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Teach them not to ask questions.
Just ignore everything we say.
Yeah.
No. Let's see, I'm trying to think of a good question to get you guys debating more. It's hard to pit your characters against each other because they play different roles still, right?
Well, I think they could still fight, and I think if you guys can't do nothing if you're blind. And then if you do try to chase me, mushrooms in the bushes, y'all.
I'm a tank. I just stack magic resist and you can't really hurt me.
Magic pen.
Dang. He's got a magic pen. He's going to write your death
still wouldn't matter because if you get the shroud, every teamo, because there's that item that pretty much, if it's the same magic damage, it doesn't actually affect you. I forget the name of it. No matter what, like...
Fizz fought off a big sea monster and saved Bilgewater.
Scion choked out the Demacian king with his bare hand.
What does Scion look like? I still don't have a mental picture.
Ugly.
He's like a really buff zombie.
Yeah.
That's weird.
He's cool. He has like this big axe. It's like overly big. He like swings it. Like what do you do? Attack speed. He's like real fast. It's pretty cool.
Fizz's dance is kind of like a little b-boy dance thing.
Yeah.
And then
It's cool.
Yeah, it's like Thanos but Living Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's showing a picture. So what do you think? Any other questions you want out of us?
Fizz goes.
It's a little.
Something's fishy.
That is Fizz's. Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Fizz. It's hard because they're characters I never played, but just from the way you guys depict them,
I'll buy you an actual model.
Fizz is the Teemo of the sea. I'm just saying. So later on,
they're both canceled. Yeah. A lot of people hate him.
Transformer.
That looks cool.
Yeah. His Transformer skin is my favorite. It is super cool.
Because it does the sound too of
Yeah.
him transforming, which is awesome.
Yeah. Alright, so number 2 is Fizz. Who we going on to?
Should have been number 1. I'm just saying.
Let's see. Joe, what you got for number 3?
Number three, Lulu. Lulu is this.
How do you say that?
Lulu.
Lulu. Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, you won't need to write it down much.
Oh yes, you will, because she should be number 2.
No,
but it's okay, John.
Nobody plays her.
Everybody plays her.
Not right now.
She's this little Yordle, which is the same thing as Teemo. She's like a little rat.
And Fizz.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
She's got she's got a bunch of shields. She's a support, so her job is to basically keep people alive.
Yeah.
I have a slow, so like I shoot out like little. I have a little fairy that follows me around. So she's basically from like the forest, and she's eaten one too many mushrooms, and she's literally high on life. And I'm not even lying. That's
Are you
like,
serious?
yeah, that's her
favorite
thing.
mushrooms.
She's just like, she's like, haha, that tasted purple. And you're like, wow, you are, you are high.
I'm gonna go play some Lulu. I did not know that. That's crazy.
She's basically just like high.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then the shields are really
Like
cool. I have a little fairy. His name's Pix, and he helps me. So like if I throw an E, which is a spell, which is one of my shields, it goes. Yeah, basically, it goes and it'll shield like Taff or something. And my ult is like a bigger ult, and it like makes you really big, gives you some shield and some health, and it knocks people up around you.
Get people knocked up.
Yeah, basically.
I like it. All right, Taff, what do you got for number 2? Or sorry, number 3.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm worried about putting Teemo up for the Tiana role, but he's super important to the game. If you don't pick him, I'm gonna be upset. So I might bump him down a little bit. No, I can beat Lulu. I know I can beat Lulu.
All right,
I'm going Teemo again.
all right. Make me fall in love with Teemo.
All right.
You got a minute.
So you're like, you got to think this little guy's about 1.5 feet tall, right? Running around in the forest. He's got his backpack on. He's a little scout. Okay.
He's got a big nose, doesn't he?
No, he's got a little
Big-
adorable nose. He's
big
almost
nose.
like a teddy bear. He's like a little teddy bear, right?
He's a rat.
He's more like a
He's
teddy
a
bear.
rat.
He's running around and he's got his backpack and he's got a little blow dart, okay? So he sees some big mean guys that are just trying to encroach on his land. And so he's not trying to like kill anybody, he's just blowing an invisible dart on, or like a blinding dart on them. And then he's running away and he's using the force. He's putting some mushrooms around to make sure to kind of protect his lane. They're going to explode. And then there's like a little bit of a poison dart he's throwing at them, so they're ticking down. So everything he's doing is of the forest. He's kind of like this like scouting character. So while you have these guys that are like big, hulking undead guys and dragon guys and all kinds of things fighting each other, You got little Timo in there. He's
a little like Squirrel Boy Scout.
little Squirrel Boy Scout. Perfect title. Timo the Squirrel Boy
He's
Scout
rad.
just running around. Everybody's going crazy and proving that size doesn't matter. It's all about your wit. That's what Timo's all about, is wit. Because he's going to blind you, poke you, run away and see what happens. And then come back in from another side, blind poke again. He's like the Velociraptors, where you don't what you're looking at is the wrong thing. It's what's coming from the sides.
Clever girl.
He's a clever girl, I'm telling you. He is great. That's my time.
All right. And then Daniel, what do you got for number 3?
I'm gonna do Maokai.
Malka.
Oh, okay.
Maokai.
I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means.
It's a tree.
Cool.
He's a tree.
Oh, okay.
Like think of Lord
Guardians
of the Rings.
Galaxy. Oh, okay.
Like an ant, yeah.
Yeah. So he throws little saplings, and if they're in a bush, they actually do explosive damage that actually blows up twice and does slows too. And he also does another move that he'll just pin you to the ground. And he also has amazing skins. Meowkai. It's a cat. He throws kittens. Adorable little kittens. Meow. And then they have like the Japanese version cats. Like they have chromas and they're like smiley face, like sad. Anyways, his ult, he throws a bunch of roots down. And it just like, they actually changed them on.
Okay, yeah. I remember him when he used to do damage reduction.
So, it's like a straight line, and anybody in that straight line will get rooted down. So he's like,
that's pretty cool, actually.
more tank. I play mostly tanks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah. Right now,
Yeah.
it's a good thing to do.
It's good, and that's your time.
Because you're normally top lane, right?
Top, mid. I've been playing Poppy now too, mid.
Really?
That's
She's one of those champs I wish I was really good at, because she's awesome. When you see somebody good at it, it's really cool.
Yeah,
I've seen her sister
back.
change.
Okay.
She's broken right now too.
Is she?
Oh yeah, she's
Let's check her out.
broken. I went against a Katarina mid and dominated her.
All right, so you guys got 5 minutes. Tell me what's going to look like if all 3 of your characters are battling in the same arena.
These two are going to fight it out. Timo's going to be hiding in the bushes.
Because Timo's a little rat.
Nice. I was about to write down the time that I got to take out that word. All right.
Nice.
He's a bad word. There you go.
Well, actually,
So they're fighting. Timo comes out, bounces, and they're fighting like, oh, I'm getting slow and tired. Oh my god. And they're both out. And Timo's just like, have a good day, and bounces out.
Actually, no, because once you appear, I would ult you.
Dang.
And if I can,
Well-
I would flash you, stun you, push you with my move, and sapling you.
The,
And
the thing about both
Yeah,
of
but
our
like-
abilities that we can do, so I can throw
actually,
out like
the
little,
button
like
doesn't
little,
help. That won't work.
little magic darts, basically.
Mhm.
Just like that fire on a line. I can fire them in multiple angles at once. There's 2. One comes from me, and one comes from my little fairy. So I can throw one over here and the other over here. I can crisscross them. So I can hit multiple people at once.
Yeah.
They'll slow you, and it's a skill shot. Therefore, if he's invisible, I can still hit him.
Yeah. As long as you can see him and aim at him.
So
No,
my
I
blind
can
doesn't
throw.
help
I
much
don't
when
have
he
to
needs
see him. I just need to know where he's at.
Yeah.
If I don't move, though, they can't see me. I do go invisible if I don't.
But we still can hit him.
I can actually push you off your invis.
if you know where I'm at. But if I'm invisible and I'm waiting for them to encroach me, if I'm being the scout and like
Okay,
laying
first
low,
off,
Yeah, but-
Timo is a trash can.
If you go
Okay.
invis in a bush, all I have to do is Q and it'll pop you up.
All right, guys. All right. I think I figured it out. Yes, shut up. All right, I think I'm gonna go with Maokai. The whole end
Wow.
with the
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I like
The tree.
I like trees.
You like Lord of the Rings trees?
No, I'm thinking of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
but either way,
Groot.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
they need to come out with the I am Groot skin for Maokai.
They have one.
yeah, that's
Do they really? Oh man.
It's like, tonight I will have the I am Groot skin and Garrett.
yeah.
My notes are getting low.
Can't find my checkbook.
All right.
Oh man.
Oh, Brad doesn't mind if I pay him in change.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to our number 4 picks. Let's start with Frank. What do you got for number 4?
I think I'm gonna roll in with Gangplank.
Gangplank. I've heard some legends of Gangplank.
Oh yeah, that's my legends.
Alright.
So he's amazing. He's a pirate, and they've reworked him since then. He used to be the only champ in the game that could deny minions. So you have minions coming in from both sides. You're able to shoot your own minions to empower yourself and stop him from getting the gold from killing them. So he was pretty awesome back then. Even today he's awesome. I always like the Haze Crypt build, which is something that's not touched anymore. He's he's got these barrels he throws down. He can shoot a barrel and it'll explode. If you put the barrels next to each other, they'll explode into a line. So you can really make some nice traps that way. He's a freaking pirate. He's so cool. He even has a Miniman skin that's like for the Revolutionary War. Looks awesome. He has a Popeye skin that does not look awesome. He has
Space one.
he has features. He has my favorite one's like the special ops skin because the gun is cool in it. He's just amazing. He's got the pirate voicing and he's full on Bilgewater pirate. My favorite thing is his ult where he like has his ship launch cannons in the area that you're in. So it's like this artillery shells it in a circle. It's pretty cool and it slows people. I don't know if it still does it. It's been a bit, but still, yeah.
You get to choose what you want when you pick your ult.
Awesomeness.
As like slow.
Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, and you can have to where like hits extra hard.
Yeah, hits like right away, like extra damage or more delay damage.
So let's move on to Takuro. Daniel, what's your number 4? What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Morgana.
Morgana.
She's a fallen angel.
Oh.
Her sister Kale. They're against each other. She's more like a darker, pretty much more dark. They came out with an awesome Hocus Halloween skin. She's a little witch. Has a little frog that comes out of the cauldron. Yeah. Anyways, she pretty much she's like a support, but you could play her mid. She has a snare that like traps people, locks them down. Her ult is a chain, so if you go in, there's like 5 people there. You ult them, it all chains them, and then it like 2 seconds, and it'll lock them in, or 5 seconds, whatever it is. It'll just stun everybody. And she has a pool like just a liquid soil that drops on top of them, and she has a shield that also is able to get out of like any CC. Nobody can see her or anybody she puts that bubble on. It's just like a protection shield.
Like a cloak.
Yeah, something like that. We'll just call it that.
She's pretty cool.
She's awesome. She has like a corpse bride skin, like she's dead. Nice. A haunted one. She has a flaming fire.
Does she have a metal skin?
No.
No?
She does actually. She does, but that's a classic skin.
No. Okay.
That's time. All right, Morgana. I like it. Joe Bear, what do you got for
Lulu? We're bringing in Lulu again.
Lulu. All right. You want to talk more about Lulu? The dwarf.
The dwarf?
I don't know. That's all I remember.
It's a Yordle.
Yordle.
And like I said before, she's high on life, and she brings a lot to just your team in general, especially when you have to fight together. As a team, she has a lot of utility, which is good.
So what's her ult look like?
Her ult just makes... So her ult makes... it's going to give you a shield. It's going to make you bigger. I don't know exactly how much bigger, but you are noticeably bigger. Whoever I use it on, I can use it on anybody.
That's cool.
So it's going to make you bigger. It's going to give you a little bit of health and a lot of shield. And it slows everybody around you. So it knocks up. So if I used it on Taff you grow a little bit. You get a lot of shield. Which, shields are going to protect you from more damage. Yeah. And it's going to knock up people around you and slow them. So it's a good little utility tool to have. Especially in T-fights. Nice. Somebody's getting jumped on.
I like it. All right, so we can move on to our 5-minute timer. You guys can debate between the 3. Why is yours better than the other? Let's start with Taff.
Pirate. Yeah. He is a pirate.
Yeah.
Jack
cool
Sparrow.
Skins. Yeah. He is Barbossa. Let's be honest with it. Barbossa is better than Jack Sparrow, just saying. And he has awesome ult that's really good for like raking in the assists. He's always been an assist champ. He's always been really good about assists. He's just an awesome character. He's got really cool lore. If you like back in the day when he used to like release lore in like these newsletters, and he actually possibly killed Miss Fortune's mom and family, and so there's always this thing about like Miss Fortune's another pirate in the game, and so it's kind of like did he, didn't he type of thing. That was always really cool about him, and he's just amazing. I like everything about him. I love that he fits so well into his class fantasy. When you're playing him, you really feel like you're a swashbuckler that's like stuck with these like Yordles and weird creatures and stuff like that. And you're just like, yeah, matey, and I'll do what it takes, type of thing. And he's just really cool. I love all the pirate lines. He's such a stereotype.
Do you know how to do a 3-barrel combo?
Where you put the 3 barrels down and you shoot and you get the last one to blow up?
Yeah, do you know how to do it?
I'm not good at it, but I know how to do it.
Okay, it's not in that conversation over here.
This is your top 5.
Get out of here.
Let's go. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about things that people can't do. I have seen you miss Sion's ult countless times.
I don't think you played when I was playing Scion.
Oh yeah, I did. How do you think I know about that Transformers skin? It's not because I play Scion.
I don't think you actually played when the
All
Scion
right.
came out.
All right.
All right. So what about
What's the next
Morgana?
question?
How does Morgana beat Gangplank?
I mean, that's actually a hard matchup. Because he didn't say anything, but Gangplank actually has a parlay. So parlay or orange,
No parlay.
whatever. He drinks something or eats something, and
He eats
gets
oranges.
He gets out of any CC. So I could CC him. He get it out. He could get out. Then I just chain him again with my ult. Like there's like different ways that I would probably just run in, ult you,
Yeah.
and then let you get out, and then Q you again and soil you at the same time.
Well, the whole time I'm on top of the soil too while you're doing it.
Yeah.
But I do restore some health, but it wouldn't be enough. I don't think.
yeah,
It all depends.
It's
How fed one of us is, how much gold each
it
receives
all
throughout the game.
varies, man. Like I could be. I shouldn't win on Urgot against GP, but I always do.
That's the thing about this game is so great is it's all about the math that went into what your character is 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
If you've taken 150 kills of the minions and the guy you're fighting against took 130, that 20 minion difference of gold can make or break. It all depends on the comp. And then if you have assistance, it's all about how that person uses their assistance on you. So it's really hard to say just one-on-one how that changes.
Yeah. Very calculated.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's way too tough.
All right. Joe, what about Lulu? How does she fare against Morgana? Gangplank?
She's more support.
Yeah, I'm supportish, so not only whoever they're fighting will I keep alive, keep myself alive. So, the best part about Lulu, I can turn you into like a little critter. Turn you into a little critter for up to, I don't know, maybe like 4-some seconds. And while you're that, you can't do anything. So the team can attack you, I can attack you. You can take all this damage, and it's going to stop them from doing anything. So basically, I would do that.
Well, that wouldn't work on me because I have a shield.
I'd have to wait her shield out.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, all the shields, all the health, I'm the better team pick.
All right. Any last words from any of you guys?
I got
I
5
think
man.
I think I could slow an entire team with my ults.
I got a 5
That's a pretty
man.
good team pick.
I have a 5 man.
Yeah, the thing
Morgana's
is, though,
ult is-
you'd have to be there, though.
Yeah, well,
You have to be there, otherwise it's going to be a 4v5.
I understand that. I'm saying that you're saying yours is a better team pick. I'm saying I've got a huge slow.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
He's got a huge stun. They're both very good team fighters. If used correctly, that's the whole thing is to tell how they're used.
Yeah, everything's.
If you build mine to be a total, attack hog, then it's different. But if you're using it to be an actual bruiser, it's a whole other fight. What are you thinking, John?
All right. I think just based on what you guys presented, I'm going to go with Gangplank.
I saw that coming. As soon as you said, I remember all these stories, I was like, oh, the Garen
Pirate
pick.
life for
the
me,
Garen
baby.
pick.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys just don't paint as pretty of a picture. Maybe Taft's better the words. I don't know.
Or it could be like, oh yeah, Gangplank was amazing at the time.
He's amazing today.
Yeah.
All right. So let's flip it around and go with for number 5.
Hey, let's start with Taff. I need to know if you've heard his stories about his next.
I
I
probably
need to know if my debate's going to matter here or
I
not.
think I'm doing a lot more than you guys.
I can't use Teemo anymore. All right. I'm going to go with Nasus.
Nasus.
All
I
right.
don't know who that is, but it sounds
Good,
like
because I'm going to
dirty
paint a picture
Nasus.
for you. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
All right.
Think of an old Egyptian god who stands guard over his pharaoh's tomb
With like a different head?
with a
An
jackal's
animal
head.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay, that's cool.
Come to life, and now he's up there and he's just feeding. That's what's great about Nasus is you just leave him alone and let him feed. As he kills people with his Q, he's getting stronger and stronger and stronger to where he just sits there and just brings down the hammer and just annihilates people. You build him defensively. He's the kind of guy that you're like, man, this game's getting tough. I don't know if he can do it. 20 minutes in, and then here, from the bushes, here comes this big old protector Nasus, and he's just boom slamming down people left and right. Oh no, he might die. Ultimate, and he's unbeatable. Boom, slam down more people. He's the game changer. He's the guy you didn't think about until 20 minutes in. All of a sudden, here comes this juggernaut. We can't stop. That's Nasus.
Actually, you can't stop him. All you gotta do is, right?
There are ways to stop him because he's not a broken champ, but he's still an amazing champ that has great lore behind him, being the first one of the Egyptian pharaohs and stuff like that that's out there
All right,
now.
that's
very
time.
popular. Yeah. He's awesome.
Time. All right. Joe, what do you got for number 5?
We're on number 5?
We're on number
Number
5.
five.
Gangplank was
Oh.
4, yeah.
Jeez, who do I want to bring in for number 5? Let's go with Moo Moo. He sounds pretty fun.
All right.
He sounds cool.
He rhymes with
Moo Moo.
Lulu.
He does. They're basically lovers.
Like all your characters just have kids' names.
Moo Moo
Lulu, Fizz,
is
Lulu.
a mummy.
Literally.
Like he's just wrapped in bandages. Think under wraps. You know,
Okay.
Disney.
Classic.
So he's this mummy, and his skills are he's tanky-ish, so he's beefy.
Yeah.
I have bandage toss, so it's a skill shot. So meaning I'm literally throwing bandages from me to tap.
Lasso somebody.
Yeah, and it'll bring me to them.
Nice.
Then I have a. So my mummy is depressed. He's a depressed mummy. He's literally looking.
Sad.
It is. It's very sad. All he wants is a friend. He's literally looking for a friend. He even says things like, "Will you be my friend?" Stuff like that. Anyway, so he has a. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically crying, and it's damage over time, and it's like percentage health. So it's like a puddle that follows me, that stays with me, and like people that get in it are just going to take damage. And then I have a. I don't know what it's called, but I just basically like it probably is like a lasso, but I just like. Literally just swing and hit, and it's just AoE as well.
Nice.
And then I have, I don't know what the ults cost, but my ult is wraps everybody up in like a big circle around me, and it's basically a stun.
Nice. So. And that's time. All right.
Good skits too.
Interesting.
Great skins. I'll get into that.
All right, Daniel, what do you got for number 5?
Here it is.
Swain. Can I bring up the old Swain, or do I have to use the new Swain?
You could use both.
Just talk about him in general.
It's the character, not necessarily.
Okay. Swain.
Swain.
It was a general. I don't know if he is still, but he was my favorite mage. He used to leave a disease, like a crow. He'll send your crow, and then like it'll slow you and just do a bunch of damage on you. Then you have a stun. It'll stun the whole team if they get trapped in it somehow, if you're good enough. And he has his E. It's another disease that he puts on you, so you'll like EQ. Anyways, his ult is what I loved. Was he's unstoppable pretty much because he just gains so much life steal from the minions and from them. So if you build like tanky and you're really strong, or even have a little bit of items, you could go into a 5-man team and just destroy them. Only issue is if they ignite you. That's the only issue.
Yeah,
but
you're supposed to. Yeah,
you take a Zanya yourself, and then you're good.
All right, and that's time.
I've always been bad about Azanias. I wish I was good at it because I love Diana, but like if you're bad at Azanias, then don't play Diana. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go in there, I'll do all my cool stuff. And I'm like, don't hit me, and I run out real quick. That's not how you're supposed to play her. So yeah.
Nice. All right, so elaborate. What happens when you ignite Swain? What does that mean?
Oh, ignite is it leaves a fire that pretty much makes you not be able to gain health back because his ult is just a regen of health. Mm-hmm. So he's sucking the life out of people.
So is he a tank?
He's not. He's more of a like
He's anti-mage. Basically.
Battle mage.
Battle
So
mage.
basically, he's not gonna have like a million ability power.
Yeah.
But he's gonna
You're
be
tanky.
He's like anti-mage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, he's a really strong character. Really fun character.
So what happens when you put him against Nasus?
He dies.
Or they're not in the same kind of category?
Early game,
Right?
Nasus would hide behind the tower. And then late game, Nasus, if he knows how to stack his Q.
Which if you don't play Nasus. It's his whole gameplay. It's his
Yeah.
main thing.
There's a problem with Nasus. They're late game. They're both gonna be kind of similar. I think it's just who.
So the trick with Nasus is you're building him up the entire game. So early game, he has to be very protective because he can't be too aggressive. He has a slow, he has a puddle, but you really are going to need your jungle to help you out and gank somebody,
So
or
he's
just
weak
get
early
lucky.
game, but if you play him right, he's stronger than him.
'Cause he's
He's
constantly
just gonna
feeding.
get stronger.
Yeah, he's
later
constantly
in the game.
feeding. So late game, they're both Swain and him are going to become big, beefy, heavy hitters. That's where like they're going to do a lot of damage and stay alive really well. So that's kind of like their benefit. They're your pusher. So you have two teams colliding.
Yeah.
You're going to have a Swain and you're going to have an Nasus pushing the team forward in whatever direction, and the teams around them moving and stuff like that. So
Well, also with the Nasus, you really don't want to do anything. You just want to farm your Q. So all this extra stuff of like, I'm gonna do damage on this guy. I'm gonna re-damage him. Like switch attacks or whatever. Well, I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, it just hurts him. You just need to farm your Q. Get it to 900,000 by whatever, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. In.
Easily his weakest part is you can't participate in mid-game.
Yeah, you can't do
So at the beginning and in the middle of the game, your team's fighting 4 versus 5 until you're strong enough. When you're strong enough, you're awesome, but you're out of the fight because you need to be farming. If you leave that lane for whatever reason, your team will be disappointed in you.
Yeah,
because you're not doing it right. Yeah, you'll be behind.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just can't catch up.
Yeah. So you have to make sure that your team is built right to be able to support as 4v5 during the game.
Yeah, you just got to play safe, try to trap people in 2v1 situations, whatever you can do. Poke them down. You can't be too aggressive until your Nasus is done. Then you're able to use your Nasus as that juggernaut that's pushing your team forward. And he's able to take out tower, or he's able to tank the tower while your team's taking it out. So he's able to do a lot once he gets there.
Yeah.
And his Q, once he's fed, his Q is rocks people. He's able to slow and then Q somebody. It'll be up before that slows off. You're able to hit him twice, so you could kill people easily with that. But it's
He's a late
Swain
game.
built the same way?
super late.
Swain's where you have to start real soft and then build up until he's strong enough to tank.
He's just like
As soon as you hit level 6, you can push pretty hard. with Swain.
6. You pretty much could dominate your lane. Before 6 too, if you take it
But
right.
at 6 is when you can start leeching health back off of what you're hitting.
Yeah.
So you're fighting with somebody, and the closer they stay, or the more they stay close to you, the more health you're getting off of them. So if they decide to turn and run, they're already just giving you health while they're not attacking you.
And the new Swain now is he has an eye that he can see from everywhere, and he has a stun that he can stun 2 people or more. And then they reworked them also. I don't really care for it too much.
He's always been a cool little
Amumu's just looking for a friend. Are you not going to let him on your list of friends?
I don't know.
Because then he's going to have an ultimate tantrum.
He sounds like he's
And when he has an ultimate tantrum,
fighting.
Everybody's screwed.
I do feel bad for Amumu.
I think of all the skins Amumu's got, of us three, Amumu,
He looks the
wins
best
easy.
too, let's be real. He's a
Nasus' skins are pretty lame.
He's a little Yordle. So, it seems like you're in
So all you
Yordles.
like is Jordals, right?
They're
No,
adorable.
actually. Timo was a Yordle, right?
Timo's the Yordle,
Yeah. But anyways, he's just
Five guys are
so
Yordle.
he looks
His whole
all you see here is his wraps,
Yeah.
or his bandages, I should say.
Yeah.
Surprised you don't
Yeah,
like
he's
hiding.
got a big.
How well does he fight against these two?
Oh, great! They won't be able to kill me, and I'll just be taking them down because they're gonna build a lot of health.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
you'll be dead before it's an issue.
I'm tanky.
So am I.
We're going to the late game. You're gonna have to be queuing me down a lot of times.
That's easy.
Not a problem.
I'll keep you stunned.
I could beat you.
I'll
It's
keep you
fine.
stunned.
I ult as soon as it's an issue. I ult and I'm unbeatable. Smash, smash, smash. Little Amumu dead.
The only
taking them.
only
Even in
thing
the
I
stun.
can't do, you can't get out of lane with Swain. Because then the minions... Actually, I don't even know how the new
Yeah.
works. But
Well, if you could plan it out right, if you were to get into a team fight and you're feeding off of the entire team, you'd probably be fine. I don't know.
hard.
But yeah, I think Swain can counter you even better than Nasus can, because he's constantly feeding while you're constantly ticking.
Actually, I think Nasus would... Late game Nasus would destroy...
Yep. That's what you're hearing is 2 people fighting for the other person saying there's no way Amumu's
No,
gonna
but
beat
Swain still would beat...
I feel bad for Joe's bad selections.
Swain would beat your guys' entire team.
And I do.
He can get big, but so can I think both of our champs can be
Yeah,
monsters late the late game.
But if we dominate... Because remember, Swain... He's not. He's everywhere. Nasus is late game. If your team does nothing, your game's done. It's over. You
has been
are
times where,
hoping for your team to at least do good enough that it goes to late game.
You basically need your team to not die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which,
Not
when
to
you're
be-
top lane on any champ, is so hard to watch because you'll see bottom feed and then you'll just be yelling at your friends in Discord. Taguro.
Check my match history. I don't feed.
No, I'm not saying you feed. I'm saying I'm always in Discord with you and I'm always hearing you like, what's going on with mid? So
Garbage.
So that's the thing is that when you're up there, you feel helpless. And then of all the champs, Nasus is the one that's the most helpless because he really cannot lead. That being said, I think of the 3 of us, I think he's the biggest difference maker when the game's finishing up, when you need to capture that Nexus. I don't know.
I gotcha.
What do you think?
Well, you guys all have a lot of good arguments, except for Joe. I'm sorry.
All my arguments came earlier.
Yeah. Like, he's really cute. He's got bandages. He cried at that. But yeah, no. The way he sounds adorable. I think I'm going to go with Swain on this one. I actually do remember Swain from the brief time that I did play, too. And he...
He's not a mage. He's a affliction lock. Come on.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's number 5 is Swain.
All right, so our list from 5 to 1: Swain, Gangplank, good choice. Maokai, Fizz, Joe's only tune,
Saying there was a lot of bias in here.
and
There was.
Garen of Demacia.
You're
A lot of bias right there. A lot. By the way, they used to live together. They're brothers. So that's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
That's the only reason why Garen won.
Yeah, and
I
it's
mean,
a
if you
good
brought
one.
something better, or you could have brought something worse to the table and just fought for it better.
I'm telling you right now, Urgot would have beaten Garen.
You're bad at explaining that then. You have to fight for it.
Like I told him.
All right, let's finish here so we can continue our complaints and argue over
Yeah,
this.
we can fight without you guys listening.
So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys check us out on the Twitter, on the Facebook. We got the Redbubble store. We added the Squeak shirt. We're working on a Joe and it's a girl shirt. That's next. And anything else we need to shout out?
My shirt has the chest cut out.
You're the third. I'm working on right now at Girl Design. I need a better Squeaks one too because I'm not entirely a big fan of it.
Fake abs. Be good for him.
Yeah. I live and work at GMC all day, every day. Pills are the way I get strong. All right.
That's terrible.
Anyways, that's about it. So get into that contest, guys. Leave us a review. We really appreciate it. And then you'll have a chance to go to Sacramento Comic-Con with us. The announcement is on September 15th.
Come meet us.
Come meet us. Joe will be there. He's a stud, I promise.
He might be stripping. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Depends on how good their review is. All right. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye. Thanks for listening to The Top 5. You can find us all over social media. We're on Facebook at The Top 5 Podcast, on Twitter at The Top 5 Cast. We've got a website, thetop5podcast.com. We've got Patreon and Redbubble. We'll have those in the description. If you have any suggestions, hit us up on one of the social medias. Please give us a good rating on iTunes. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. See you later.